another episode of Year of the Empire. Finger guns.
It was gay.
This week we are reviewing a movie called Ghost Town, which I want to say out of every single movie we reviewed, it's probably the least famous title from it. I don't think really anyone knows about this movie.
I love how, honestly, even how they wrote Ghost Town is just generic.
I honestly think this is maybe not the most forgettable one we've watched, but it's the one with the least notoriety out of anything that made this box set. Probably out of most Empire Pictures
They just need
movies.
another movie to fill out the box set without putting a, because they didn't put their famous one in it, right?
Re-Animator.
Yeah.
No, they didn't have the rights to it. I think everybody did.
Okay.
Because this is all Shout Factory releases, just
Shout to
rebranded
the
with
heart.
new covers. Laziest packaging I've seen.
Give love a bad name.
And we watched Ghost Town. This came out in 1988, and it's sort of a horror. It's a horror western.
It's a horror western, which we were thinking, have you ever seen a horror western before? I mean, it's got potential. I never thought of that.
Okay, so this plot I don't think had great potential, but the idea of it does have potential.
I was kind of confused during most of the movie what was going on. That being said, it wasn't a horrible movie. I'd actually watch it again and maybe pay more attention.
So the problem with this movie is that for the first half of it, you are just as confused as the main character at what's going on.
Yeah, he has no idea what's going
And
on.
most of the time he's making this face like,
I'm so confused, you can see it on my face.
and I don't know what's going on. He doesn't know what's going on. Shane doesn't know what's going on. The director probably had no idea. Hopefully the screenwriter did, but if so, it did not transfer over to film. And so basically, the plot as I see it was this, and this takes place, in the South, sometime modern day back in the 80s. And this cop just accidentally stumbles upon a ghost town, and and there's all these different apparitions that are kind of held there from this gunslinger.
That's a fancy way to say
bandit.
ghost. They should have called it Apparition Town. That would have been a horrible name. Actually, it might be better than Ghost.
I don't know how you would remember it more.
Apparition Town.
So yeah, all these apparitions are just held there from the olden days because there's this one outlaw that just kind of ran the town at once he killed off the lawman back then. So it's up to this new sheriff, or he's not a sheriff. I'm assuming he's a deputy or some sort. Who knows? And it's up to him to kind of defeat the outlaw and all his entire gang and save the town and get them to pretty much pass over in peace. That's basically it. There's not much to it. The only other important plot point is that he's trying to save a girl that also got sucked to modern day. That's about it. He does realize at one point that his guns don't affect anyone, but once he gets a gun from the time period, he just blows them away and they burn up. Because ghosts burn, I guess. Maybe.
I'm just picturing that meme from Incredibles. A gun's a gun!
So, I want to say out of literally all the movies we reviewed for you guys, this one I had the least amount of things to say. Because I think I just said it all.
Mm-hmm. It's not the worst movie in this set.
No, I don't think it is the
weird.
worst. We're going to, at the very end of the review series, end of the year, we'll go over and rank all the ones from the box set of what we think are the best, the worst. So I don't know off the top of my head remember all of the others, I like them. But this one, it definitely isn't the worst, but it's near the bottom. Mainly because it's so forgettable. The effects in it when people get shot look pretty good.
There's a decomposing body that just kind of
There's multiple times there's stuff kind of like that.
And that was cool. It was a good effect.
And then you can see a lot of gunshot wounds and other you actually see the squibs go off at some points in time. So the effects are good, and I want to say that's pretty much
squibs.
Squibs are good.
We're just 4 minutes on. Let's talk about squibs, guys.
I love squibs.
I hate CGI. It's no.
It's not the same.
You squibs. You see the impact.
Yeah, you want to also see the jerk of the body from the squib.
Yeah.
Kind of really sells it. And this movie has that, so that's a good thing, I guess. I don't have much I want to say to this. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if I would recommend this for someone who's just seeking it out. Like, I don't want to say it is a bad movie, but it's just not worth your guys' time.
So I've seen some god awful movies in my day, and it's definitely not god awful.
Yes,
it's not awful. It's not horrible. It's mildly.
It's not even a real world. Just kind of
meh.
So
there's actually a lot of movies that are like meh, and that's actually not a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
When you get down to like,
there's a lot of bad movies out there.
Bad movies, like meh's not bad.
And also, like, the effects makeup on it, this kind of goes hand in hand with, like, when the aftermath of, like, the bullet holes. But, like, one of the outlaws, and when you look and see in the path, the old lawman shot him, like, pretty much, like, your jaw and the neck area. And, like, you see the blood fly, you see, like, the aftermath of it, and what he looks like when he's, like, a decomposing body. It's cool stuff. And I really think that's the only thing that's going to stay with me is just the effects were decent.
Decompose.
What's that?
It's Wednesday 13th.
Ah, yes. I don't know anything about Wednesday 13th.
Wednesday 13th.
We don't even know what to talk about now because I guess we'll talk about Wednesday 13th. But no, seriously, I don't think I have anything else to say about Ghost Town.
No,
guys,
like I said, I wouldn't say like go watch it. Go seek this thing out and watch it. No, if you stumble across it, give it a watch. It's the effects alone are kind of cool to watch.
Yeah.
For.
I think this is again, this box set would be hard to find, but this individual release, I think it is out of print, but I highly doubt Ghost Town's going for a lot of money on the Shout Factory Blu-ray of it. I have my doubts that that's an actual thing. So I don't know. I would give this a try if you really want to see a Western horror, but like on the whole, it's not really worth it.
Preparation H.
Yeah, Preparation H on the whole is pretty good. That's how I want to end this. That's how I'm ending it.